Hello everyone, I'm Daniel, and we're going to finish off our playthrough of Night of the Zealot with the Devourer Below, and that means we have to talk a little bit about our upgrades that we did from last time. As usual, I'm going to try to do my best and explain as much as I can. I'm not going to spend the time digging through the ArkhamDB pages here to choose the upgrades. I did them already. I'll just talk a little bit about them. So for Roland, we put in a copy of extra ammunition. Really good way to refill his weapons. There's really no other way to refill his firearms other than playing a new copy of them. So we've got one copy of that. One copy of police badge. This is just another possibility in the core set, something to upgrade, and we'll give that a shot. And then I have all these allies. I'd like to play more than one. So by default, you only do have the one ally slot. So playing a second one discards the first. But I have these two beat cops. I have these two guard dogs. And if I really want to play more than one, I need a copy of charisma. So that's what I did with Roland. For Wendy, much the same idea. I have all of these allies I'd like to play. I put two copies of Leo DeLuca. Having extra actions is really good. By default, again, you get 3. When Leo is in play, you get 4. But I might want to have the Cat Burglar here too. I think I need a lot of soak, a lot of damage and horror in this scenario. So I also put a copy of Charisma so I can have them both out, and finished off our upgrades by a second copy of Lockpicks. These are things I got rid of, 2 copies of Elusive and 1 copy of Stray Cat. They kind of do something similar to what I already have, kind of. So that's it. We do need to do the first thing, which is draw our opening hands. I won't go through all the steps of how to set up the game, just because we've done that a few times already. So let's just see what we get here in our opening hands. I will talk about the mulligan again. I'll do Roland first. Okay, we have Dodge. We have Unexpected Courage, Emergency Cash, Evidence, and Vicious Blow. No assets. I'm tempted to keep the Emergency Cash. There's a lot of expensive stuff here, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I want to mulligan everything. Going to mulligan everything and hope to pick up an ally. Okay, got 2 allies. We got our beat cop. We've got a flashlight, which will help with investigation if we need to do that. This is a good way just to pick up a clue for some resources. Guard dog is here, and physical training. So I'm not thrilled about this time. We have too many assets, but maybe we'll pick up an emergency cash or something. So shuffle everything back in. We'll do the same thing over here for Wendy. We do have Leo. That's going to be all of our money, probably. I'm willing to hang on to most of this. I think I'm going to dump the flashlight just because if I can get the lockpicks, that's better. But these other skills, survival instinct, unexpected courage, mental dexterity, they're good. So we'll run with that. Opportunist is not a great card in Wendy, but remember Wendy's ability, you can always discard a card to redraw a chaos token. So having cards is good. Okay. Next, we need to set up the scenario. So I'm going to go over to Arkham Cards. We've been using this to track our campaign. And we'll pick Roland to continue to be our lead investigator now. There's some setup here. So we interrogated the cult. And, well, now we need to go find the cult. The rest of the cult, I believe, is trying to summon an Ancient One. So, all right. We read the story, and then we move on to setup. So we gather all the cards from these encounter sets, and you can see that all of them are in here. They're not shuffled yet, for a reason I'll talk about in a second. But there's a lot of different cards there. Okay. Put the main path location into play. Shuffle the 6 copies of Arkham Woods. Choose 4 of them at random, and put them into play without looking at the revealed sides. Remove the 2 other copies from the game. Everyone begins at the main path. All right, so we've got our main path here. So it's into play. And then out of these 6 Arkham Woods, I'm going to just get rid of 2. And then the rest, so I'll put them over here, are going to be put into play in some random order. That seems okay. And then we begin here. Don't think we need to reveal this location quite yet. I guess we could. No reason not to. 2 Shroud. No clues, but there's a Resign. Anyway, what else do we have? Set these other cards out of play, and then we randomly choose one of the 4 encounter sets: Agents of Yog-Sothoth, Agents of Shub-Niggurath, Agents of Cthulhu, or Agents of Hastur. These are all nicely in a bag right here. I'm going to shuffle them, pull out one. I don't know which one it is. I'm going to go into the encounter deck, shuffled. This all goes away. Okay. Check campaign log. Because there are 2 entries under Cultists Who Got Away, place 1 Doom on Agenda 1A. I can do that. That is right there. And then let's go back to our campaign guide. We are going to add an Elder Thing Chaos token to the Chaos bag. We'll check out what all these symbol tokens do in a second, but let's just go ahead and do this before we forget. Okay. And then, if it's past midnight, that's right, we did not resign, or at least not everyone resigned at the end of the last scenario, so each player discards 2 random cards in their starting hand. Oh, that's not fun. Okay, well, we're going to do that. We have a button for random discard, and here we go. For Roland, that's okay. The flashlight and working hunt are okay. Now for Wendy, Leo, sorry Leo, and the survival instinct. Well, that's not a great start. I suppose we can still draw our other copy of Leo, get the cat burglar in there somewhere. We'll have to figure out what we want to do. Okay, anything else? This scenario, of course, if you've heard a lot about it, it is tough. Start playing the scenario now. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and read our agenda. All right, we've got 4. We already have 1 Doom, so 4 to advance. And this side, the act, we need 6 clues, 3 per investigator. Okay, we start here. Our tokens are, we have 2 skulls, I believe. Number of monster enemies in play. Just as a reminder, monster means a particular trait on enemies. Not every enemy is a monster. -2 for cultists. Place 1 Doom on the nearest enemy. Not even if you fail, you just do it. Same thing for the tablet. -3. We have 1 of these. If there's a monster enemy at your location, take 1 damage. Again, whether or not you succeed or fail. This happens even just when you draw the token immediately. -5, Elder Thing. If there's an Ancient One enemy in play, reveal another one, which means you resolve both. Okay. Well, we need to get clues. We don't have any enemies out yet, and we're not really set up for getting too many clues. Roland does have the ability to get some clues, but I think we still play the beat cop for our first action, and then maybe dig for a weapon, maybe an emergency cache. Let's draw a card for our second action. There's a weapon, but no money. I think we just gain a resource. We hope that we can draw some better cards, but we need to get the resources too. For Wendy, this is going to be much the same story. Let's just draw some cards here. I'd love to go look at these other locations, but I'm not going to. Well, maybe I should now. I have the ability to at least get a clue. Got this perception. But let's not. Okay, maybe we play the cat burglar. Yeah, let's do that. Our last action, we will play an ally. That seems like it's good to have, and he gives us a permanent, not permanent, but a temporary boost, static boost to our agility. Forgot to do the same thing over here. Oh, it's already there. From last time, of course. Okay. Forgot to mention we do have 1 mental trauma for Roland. No trauma, I don't think. Let's make sure from Arkham cards. I don't think anyone has any trauma besides, so I don't think Wendy has trauma. Yeah, just Roland, starting with 1 horror. Can be healed, although not in these decks. No enemies, so we skip that part of the around, and we just go to upkeep. Player order, each drawing one. Okay, rabbit's foot is fine. Dodge, maybe good later. Let's make sure this has a good shuffle. We put one doom on the agenda, and we put another doom on the agenda, having drawn Ancient Evils. Okay. Cannot play assets or events for this round. That's okay. Remember, these skill cards are not actually playing cards, so that's all right. So I was hoping for an enemy so Roland could go fishing. Let's just send Wendy somewhere and hope that there's some clues that she can pick up. Okay, not bad. So she moves here for her first action. This location is investigated using willpower instead of the skill indicated, which is going to be a basic investigate here. So we have Fortitude if we're going to do some investigation. And we could throw something into this. We could throw the Opportunist, maybe, to be up 3. I'm not going to do that. I think we're just going to go Fortitude. That's on -5. Well, I think we're going to toss the Opportunist and try again. -2. Perfect. We take a clue. 2 actions. Let's try to get another one. We're just going to Fortitude again. Good job, Wendy. All right. Feel pretty good about that one. Roland needs a weapon. Honestly, the best thing to do is gain a resource, play the weapon. So it comes in with 4 ammo. All right, this feels a lot better, taking some attacks. And then, we're going to draw a card. That's good. Probably should have drawn this card first, but even so, I'm happy to play that on the next round. We're going to be advancing real quick anyway, but we go to upkeep, we get rid of this. We have the lockpicks now. That's really good. Okay. And unfortunately, we spent very few rounds. We're going to advance the agenda. We remove all doom from play. All right. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck and discard cards on the top until a monster enemy is discarded. Spawn that enemy in the main path and then place 1 doom on it. That's fine because Roland can shoot it, but we don't need clues out of that, so we may think about doing something sneaky. Anyway, well, okay, there is a monster, the very first one, a big one. Unfortunately, we do have sanity 4 remaining, so I have 5 sanity. That's what it says on the card here, but I have 1 horror on me already, so I have 4 sanity remaining. So +1 fight, +1 evade. 1 damage, 2 horror, so dragging him somewhere is maybe not the greatest idea. Okay. Well, we get rid of that, and we move on to Agenda 2, which also says each enemy gets +1 fight and +1 evade, so we're looking at a 5 fight enemy here, so that's not great. We get to get another encounter card, since that's what part we're at here. 1 doom on the enemy as well. Acolyte goes to any empty location, put a doom on it. Okay, that's really what I wanted Roland to go do. And we have Grasping Hands. This is okay, we have 5 to 3. Let's go for it. -1, we pass the test. Nothing happens. Okay, can Wendy help out here? Not really, right? I got a 5 fight enemy. I'm going to have 6 if I use the 45 automatic. I mean, something silly she could do is she could move here and engage this guy. That way, it's a little easier to hit. Okay. Boy, that sounds really stupid. How much doom do we have? We have 5 until this agenda advances. And we need several more clues. I think it's kind of going to be the plan. We're going to move here. We want to get ready for getting clues, so we'll put down this lockpicks. comes in with 3 supplies. I'm not going to use it, so let's not talk about it right now, but we're going to just engage this Screeching Byakhee. So it moves from Roland's play area to Wendy's, and let's see if that makes a difference. All right, so we're going to go ahead and fire away with the 45 automatic. That puts us at 5, 6 to 4. Up 2 is, well, I think I want to be up 3. So we'll start with the overpower. That might help. So that puts us at 8. 8 to 4. Okay, -1 is good for 2 damage. Good job, Roland. Draw a card from the overpower. We've got an evidence, which does nothing for us here because of the lack of clues. Let's try this again. I don't think we're ever going to play this physical training, so we'll commit this as well. That's at 5, 6, 7. 7 to 3. 7 to 4. That's good. We have successfully defeated this Byakhee. It has victory 1, so it's going to go to the victory display, and the doom and all the tokens go away, which is good news. So for my last action, we're going to do the fun thing, which is we're going to move right here into this unknown location. All right, forced. After you enter the location, test for willpower. If you fail, take a damage in horror. That's just going to happen. Nothing I can do about that. So let's just take our, okay, good, an auto fail. All right, we take our horror, and damage can go on to Mr. Roland Banks. This guy is now engaged with us, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to use the free triggered ability on the B-Cop. Does not cost us an action. We don't have any left. Exhaust it. Deal 1 damage to it. Deal 1 damage to the Acolyte. It has been defeated. Let's use our ability. Discover 1 clue at our location. And then, because we're having so much fun here, we do the same thing, play this evidence. After I defeat an enemy, spend a resource, play that fast card, discover a clue at our location. That was a great round. Not gonna lie. It means that everything's gonna come crashing down a little bit later, but we have spent our 3 actions. Okay, we go to upkeep. Discard all your resources. Perfect. I don't think I had any at the time of drawing this, right? Remember, we're supposed to draw a card, then gain a resource, so that does nothing. And we have a look what I found. Very helpful for perhaps getting clues, and we need 2 more clues, right? So we're pretty good here. We also got rid of all the doom, so we are now 1 of 5. And a rotting remains. This is the kind of thing that can kill Roland Banks, though. We can commit this dodge. I think I'm just going to take it. We hope that we don't have to do this again later. I have 3 to 3. Yeah. All right, we take 3 horror. Should I give the horror to the B-Cop? He's so useful. I think I just have to take it this way, and I don't think there's anything here that can make me take direct horror, so that's just the way it goes. Wendy can't play any events. All right, that's annoying because then I can't go play Look What I Found, but we should try to go look for a place with clues. So Wendy goes to explore. Okay, this is no problem. We can get clues here. This location investigated using agility, so we have 5 of that. We're just going to go ahead and try. Oh, we have an auto fail. Which of these things do we want to get rid of? Probably the rabbit's foot. Don't think I'm going to play it. So we're going to redraw. A -4 is also a failure. That's annoying. I probably should have used the lockpicks, but I was getting a little too haughty. I guess I'll do it for the next one. So we'll go 8. No, that's 10? 10 to 4, right? We're using agility instead of intellect, so that puts me at 10. All right, that is just a 0. So we'll take our clue. We did succeed by 2, so we don't remove a supply from lockpicks. That's what this card says. All right. Doesn't say I need to be anywhere to spend the clues. I think Roland's going to play the emergency cache. Going to play the guard dog for extra soak. I'm not going to bother to take the resources, just to move back here. Okay. That's it. We go to upkeep. Another dodge. Emergency cache over here. 2 of 5. Hopefully we don't get another rotting remains. Well, this is the end for poor Roland, I think. So he could take 2. I guess we need to discommit these copies of Dodge. They have icons on them, so I'm going at 5 to 3. 5 to 3, let's go. Nope, we're dead. That's it. That is 3 horror. All right, well, that's how this one sometimes goes, and let's see if Wendy can finish this off by herself. So we drop our clues on the location, so Wendy has to go pick them up, but let's see what her encounter card is. Okay, that's a tough one. So I think we are going to commit something for this. We'll commit the Unexpected Courage. So I'm up 1, but I'm trying to not take as much horror as we possibly can here. That's a 0. We do pass. Okay, we have a little bit of time, but, you know, not exactly. We need to get this clue and then the 2 that we dropped. So we'll use the lockpicks here just to go 10 to whatever it is, 10 to 2. That's good. And we move here for action number 2. And then we're just going to go 3 to 2. We're hoping to fail this to use our look what I found. Perfect. So I fail by 2 because my skill is set to 0. So 3 minus 4 is -1, but 0 is really what that turns into after you apply all the modifiers. I fail by 2. I can play look what I found. And we're good. Let's see if Wendy can pull this off, right? Now we may do this. We may spend our clues. I happen to know what happens if we do. So I'm just going to say we're not going to do this because, well, it's not usually a good idea to advance the act when you have no actions left. So we're going to just hang on to things and hope that we don't draw anything horrible next round. Okay, we'll go to upkeep. Got a scavenging to pick up some of those items I threw away, the rabbit's foot, for example. Think about that. All right, 3 of 5. I think I've been doing this right. No assets or events. I think we've gotten this one 3 times. Okay, we will spend our 6 clues. Right. Put the set-aside ritual site into play if it is not already in play. It is not already in play. And then we take the unique cultists. Searching the collection for each enemy who got away. All right, let's take a look. I don't remember, but there were at least 2. 2, Herman Collins and Wolfman Drew. All right, we're going to pull them out. And they spawn here and immediately engage Wendy because that's where she is. Yep, spawn those enemies at the main path. Well, she's at the main path. Guess what she's going to do here? Well, you've got this cat burglar. We're going to disengage from each enemy engaged with you and move to a connecting location. So, bye, suckers! And the connecting location will be this ritual site. All right, if an investigator enters the ritual site, advance. They're blocking our path, apparently. But, you know, the cat burglar showed us the way out. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until one enemy is discarded. Spawn each discarded enemy at the ritual site. Okay, they didn't want to get us off too easy. I don't have a way to kill enemies, but, well, okay. Looking for an enemy of any sort, not just a monster. Boy, those rotting remains were tough, huh? Ancient evils, another rotting remains. Here's a monster. Okay, it's an enemy, and spawn it at the ritual site. So again, with Wendy. She's already taken one action. Our last act here, we need to spend a clue and then test one of our good numbers. If you succeed, place one clue on the act. If there are 2 clues per investigator on this act, advance. So that means 4. Even though Roland Banks is out of the game, he does not. It doesn't matter. It's still going to be 4 clues total. So still +1 plate and +1 evade. So that's not that easy to deal with. Okay, this location has 3 shroud. That part's okay. I do want to do this. I just can't. Don't think I can shake this guy. I might be able to leave him behind. He's not a hunter. So I did exhaust the cat burglar when I moved in here. That was my first action. Probably next round, if I can go back here and try to leave this guy behind. But otherwise, I think I just need to try to evade him and then get a clue. All right, we have 7 to 4. We're going to commit this manual dexterity. Okay, that's a 0. So this guy is exhausted. We draw a card for manual dexterity. Look what I found, it's really good. But I can't use it yet. We're going to get a clue. We have 8 to the game's 3. I succeed by only 1. So we will get our clue, but we do break one of our lockpicks. Okay, that's that. We go to upkeep. Well, these guys are back here, and we add another clue here. Yes. Well, we have an enemy problem. Clearly, we thought Roland could help us out, but no such luck. This is going quick, isn't it? All right, we have 4 out of 5. And we have a mysterious chanting. Place 2 doom on the nearest cultist enemy. Well, this is the Silver Twilight Acolyte. A cultist enemy indeed. Okay. So after... It doesn't cause the agenda to advance. So this actually is the right move. So we're going to take a 2 damage and a horror, I think. And just see if we can cheese out... a win here. So I move here, take an attack opportunity from both the Ravenous Ghoul and the Silver Twilight Acolyte. We engage these guys because they're all here, and then we use the cat burglar again and disengage with all of them. None of them have Hunter. Nope, that's not true. This guy has Hunter. Well, he'll be a problem next round. I think I'd just try to spend a clue and see if we can get anything done here. So let's spend a clue. We have only 1. And we go 5 to 3. I'll discard stuff if I have to. Nope, we're good. We place 1 clue on this act. I'll just stick it right there. And that's our 3 actions. We moved, we cat burglar, and then we did the test. So enemy phase, again, it's just this guy. And he should have put a doom on the agenda when I moved. And then he's going to attack me again. Put another doom here, but that doesn't really matter. So we go to upkeep. Okay. Well, we have 8 out of 5, so we're gonna remove all the doom from play in advance. Okay. We're testing 4 to 6. I don't think it's worth doing anything here, right? I think we just get our random basic madness and okay, there's another auto fail. Random basic madness weakness. Let's see if Arkham cards can give it to us. At this point, we're just trying to go as quickly as we can, and I don't know if we can pull it off, but we'll try. All right, get rid of this. Draw a random weakness. It's just for Wendy because Roland's long gone. It's a madness. Okay. There aren't too many of those in the core set, so. Hypochondria. I think that's very bad. Let's see if we can spell it right. Hypochondria. Here it is. After you take 1 or more damage, take a direct horror. Yeah, so that's kind of a problem for our build here, right? We're trying to ignore this guy. Okay, what does it say to do? It says to draw the weakness, add it to your hand. That's the same thing. You add it to your hand, it's going to go into play using its revelation ability. Going into our threat area. After you take 1 or more damage, take 1 direct horror. I don't think I have time to get rid of this. All right. We still get an encounter card. When this agenda advances, stuff happens. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can go quickly. Grasping hands, more damage. Okay. 5 to 3. I mean, there's not much I can do. There's not a monster enemy here, so I just take the 1 damage. All right. We have a few rounds here. I really do want to evade this guy. And then maybe we try to get a couple clues. We need 3 clues, and then we need to take 3 tests. So that's a total of at least 4 actions, probably 5. Okay, well, we'll see if we can pull this off. We need to evade this guy at 5 to something. I guess I'm gonna be dumping cards, so it's okay. 5 to 3. All right, that's action 1. We really don't have the actions to do everything I'd like to do. Let's try to get a clue for sure at 8 to 3. Well, I mean, that is for sure. I do break one of these lockpicks. I was 8 to 3, so -5 is good. And then for my last action, we just go 3 to 3 and hope for a -2 to use another liquid I found. Yeah, we can redraw if we have to. 3 to 3. Yeah, we'll dump this and try again. -2, place 1 doom on the nearest enemy. Well, it sort of worked. So we're going to place the doom on that cultist, which is annoying, but we do pay 2 and get ourselves all the clues we need. Now we just needed to take the tests. Okay, enemy phase, nothing else happens. This guy comes back to us though. I took the damage, right? I should have taken a direct horror. Yeah. Okay. We go to upkeep. We have more cards, that's good. We'll add more clues here, even though we don't really need them. Although we could if we fail our tests, so we'll just try not to do that. We have 2 of 5. Yikes. Well, I need to toss things at this. We have 5 to 5. Place 1 doom on the nearest enemy. -2. So I guess I will discard a card and then take a damage and a horror, which is going to give me 2 horror. Okay, what card am I getting rid of? I mean, I think it's this. Okay. We have 3 out of here. I can't kill this guy. There's nothing I have in this deck that can do damage. So, I mean, we could take 3 actions and pass every one of them. That would give me 3 direct horror, which doesn't kill me. And we could probably get rid of the cat burglar if need be. You know, so if I don't do that, then what happens? I'm going to take 1 direct horror, 1 damage. This is going to go to 4. I evade, go twice. This goes to 4. I might pick up an Ancient Evils and just, that might be the end anyway. This is a good question. I'm really tempted to just take the 3 attacks opportunity. The last one, of course, I would have to kill the cat burglar. So I'm testing at 5 to 3. That's on here, right? It's not terrible. Or do I do the conservative thing and try to evade this guy first? And then I can survive 1 more round. Okay. I think we need to evade this guy. If I do end up drawing that nasty cultist token, though, it's basically all for naught. All right, let's do the fun thing. Let's just take a tax opportunity. Okay, we spend a clue. We are at 5. It's going to go here, right? 5 to 3. Here it is. With the agility. Okay, we fail that, so we need to discard something. Try again. -1 is good. So now we have 2. So I think we do it again. Take one of these. Oh, I see the problem. Right. Okay. Well, that's why we're doing it. Okay, we try again. Take another direct horror. Right. Because he has to give us the doom. 5 to 3. Number of monster enemies in play. I think it's just 1. These guys are not monsters. So that's a success. And now we try 1 more time. We're only going to be up 1, though. So we have to kill the cat burglar first. So he deals us 1 damage. We take a direct horror. This goes away. And we're up 1 now. 4 to 3. Spending our clue. Hey! Oh, that's hilarious. We have our 4 clues. We advance. And we would have died if we had not nailed every test. Hey, look at that, R1. What a stupid scenario. No, that was a really tough when Roland got knocked out early, but what can I say? Wendy can do it all. Had to really count out the number of actions there. Yeah, let's let's proceed to resolution 1. Okay. Sorry, Roland, you were defeated with mental trauma. Your specialty. Okay. The ritual to summon Umordoth was broken because we managed to prevent the cult from summoning its master somehow. And yeah. Roland has 2 more mental trauma, so that puts him at 4. He's not totally dead. Victory 1 from the Screeching Byaki from earlier, and then bonus 5 experience. That's it. We were successful in our Knight of Zealot run with only core set cards, and you know, sometimes it goes this way. This is a very tough scenario. Those tokens are pretty nasty, but assuming I didn't mess anything up, I hope I didn't miss a Doom. Although it really wouldn't matter at the end there. We were just putting as much Doom as we could in play just before the Mythos phase, right? Just in case you didn't catch this, right? This never advances unless you draw an Ancient Evils, or that step of the round where you check if the Doom threshold is satisfied. That's step 2 there in Mythos phase. Yeah, okay. I had a fun time. A little bit stressful. A lot of things in these decks didn't work out exactly the way I thought they might, but even so, we pulled out a very narrow victory here in the Devourer Below. Thanks for watching. Please check out my other videos here on the channel. If you haven't seen them, I do a lot of videos to help out new players. This is one of them, certainly. I have playthroughs of the Dunwich Legacy and Path to Carcosa with just those cards that might be helpful for you too. But otherwise, I'll see you in another video, and thanks for watching.